Hi, what's up, fellas? Welcome back to Men's Right. Today, we're breaking down modern relationships and the harsh truths men face when women call the shots but still expect everything from us. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the community. Let's go.
Hi. It seems like when I first moved out, I was so relieved to be out of the pain of it and the unhappiness that I was elated. And I didn't know that I would really miss him and miss my old life, and that when all of the pain kind of subsides and all the bad stuff drains away, all that's left are the memories of the good parts. I can't keep thinking about it, and when I'm here alone, I miss him. I don't know if I'm just pathetic and sad or whether I made a mistake, but I miss him. I think it's too late. I don't know, maybe it's just a bad day. Maybe it just goes up and down so much that it's just a bad day. Anyway.
You can feel the pain in her voice. She thought leaving him would bring peace. But now, she's realizing peace doesn't always mean happiness. See? This is what happens when emotions make the decisions and reality cashes the check later. When you're in a relationship that's not perfect, and let's be honest, none are. Social media whispers, "Girl, you deserve better. You don't need him. Leave." But it never tells you what happens after you leave. She thought freedom meant healing, but now she's sitting in silence, surrounded by everything she thought she wanted, and missing the one thing she can't replace: connection. Let's be real. 80% of divorces are initiated by women, and yet over 70% of them report post-separation regret within 5 years. Because it turns out, independence is easy, but loneliness is heavy. And this isn't to shame her. It's just the truth nobody talks about. When the emotions fade and the "you go girl" crowd disappears, all that's left is the echo of what you walked away from. It's like she deleted the argument, but forgot to back up the memories. All she has now is silence and an empty apartment that doesn't hug back. She's probably sitting there scrolling through photos thinking, "Damn, maybe I should have argued quieter." And this is the sad part. When women say men don't love anymore, maybe they do. But they're just scared. Because every man has seen what happens when love gets traded for validation. Sometimes you don't realize what real was until you choose what was comfortable. And when comfort fades, regret takes its place.
I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month. Because he's not working. Because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license, so technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week, approximately, is how many hours he works per week. Grown man. Grown, able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about, says he works 15 hours a week.
So let me get this straight. She filed for divorce, chose to split up the home, and now she's shocked that the man she left isn't working overtime to fund her new lifestyle? Come on, you can't burn the bridge and then complain there's no road back. She says, "The judge set child support at $326 a month. Yeah, because the man works 15 hours a week. That's what the law bases it on. You left him, not his motivation." Here's the thing. Divorce doesn't automatically come with a financial upgrade package. And when a woman files for divorce, and 80% of divorces are filed by women, by the way, she's also filing for the consequences that come with it. Now she's upset he's not grinding like before. But why would he? You took the family, the home, the purpose, and now expect him to be the same man who worked hard for that family. You can't remove a man's why and still expect him to care about the how. Let's be honest, men pay about 85% of all child support in the US, and only 44% of that money actually goes directly toward the child's needs. The rest? Administrative fees, lifestyle adjustments, and let's be real, Starbucks. She's mad about $326 like he's supposed to Venmo her dreams every month. The truth is, when you divorce a man, you also divorce the version of him that used to go all out for you. That energy doesn't belong to you anymore, and clearly, neither does his paycheck. So yeah, it's a shame, but it's not his fault. You can't demand a man be a man after you made it clear you don't need one.
Well, I'm going to be turning 39 a week from tomorrow, and I am still single, and that makes me sad. Yeah, my own cats are running from me. If you had told 25-year-old Rihanna that on her 39th birthday she would still be unmarried with no children, I would have laughed in your face or been so angry in disbelief, because that is not what I envisioned for my life. In my early 20s, I was never that girl that wanted to get married right away and have a young family. I wanted to be able to experience life. But probably around 25, 26 is when I was like, I do want to be married. And it has just never happened for me for whatever reason. And I have spent years wondering what is wrong with me. Is there something about me? Am I just not supposed to ever be with someone? And the reality is I don't know if I will ever find my person. And I hope that I do. And I want to have children. But at what point do you let that dream go? And I know that there's still time. 39, you can still have children. There's still time to accomplish all of those things. But it does make me sad to be going into another year of my life without anyone. Sometimes I think being a single woman, it feels like you can't win, because no matter what you say, people are always going to be challenging whatever you're feeling. If I say that I'm sad about not being married, people will say you just need to be living your best life. And there's a lot of married people who are unhappy and would do anything to be in your position. If I say that I'm happy and content with my life, there's the other group of people that say your life is meaningless and you will never know fulfillment. And this is what feminism does. And it's really hard for two things to be true at the same time, where I do have things in my life that I enjoy, while I also would love to be in partnership with somebody. So I guess I'm just sharing this because I know I'm not the only single, almost 39-year-old person to have ever existed. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. There's a lot of people that are in my position, but sometimes it can be really hard to exist in this space where you can be really grateful and content in a lot of areas, but also have a longing for something that you don't yet have. And it takes a lot of character to walk through that.
You know what's crazy? She just perfectly described the modern dating paradox, and she doesn't even realize it. She's 39, single, sad, wondering, what's wrong with me? But deep down, nothing's wrong with her. What's wrong is what society told her would make her happy. See, for the last 20 years, women were told, you don't need a man. Focus on your career. Marriage is a cage. Kids will ruin your freedom. And now, when the career is stable, the money is good, and the apartment is quiet. It's too quiet. Let's be real. Statistically, 1 in 5 women over 40 today are childless, the highest in recorded history. And over 50% of women above 35 say they struggle to find emotionally available men, not because men disappeared, but because men got tired of being told they weren't enough. It's like feminism sold women this dream of independence, but forgot to mention the fine print. Independence comes with isolation if connection isn't valued. And the irony? She says, I don't know if I'll ever find my person. Well, how could you, when the system you grew up in trained both men and women to compete with each other instead of complement each other? Let's add some logic. Men aren't out here refusing to marry women. Men's marriage rates dropped 30% since 2000 because they don't see the benefit anymore. When marriage laws, social pressure, and online culture make men the villain no matter what they do, most just walk away. And look, she's not the enemy here. She's the product of a generation that was told, you can have it all. And now realizing that maybe having it all isn't the same as having who you love. Funny part, even her cats running from her said, we love you, but we're not ready to commit. So yeah, this isn't about mocking her. It's about seeing the cost of the modern lie. You can have freedom, you can have success, but if you remove family, connection, and love, you'll still feel that quiet ache at 39. And that's not failure, that's human.